What's up everyone? Today's video, we're going to be checking out the channel's first electric scooter, the Hiboy S2 Pro. If you guys have been following this channel, you know I do electric bike reviews, skateboarding, and Suron X content. If you guys like that stuff, go ahead and leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, because now we're expanding into the electric scooter market. First things first, let's get it unboxed and set up, and then we'll go over the specs for you, and then we'll get into the first impressions and test ride. And there it is in all its glory, the Hiboy S2 Pro. The unboxing process was considerably easier than any e-bike I've received. The only setup process was putting in the handlebars and screwing in the 4 included screws. Before we get into the test ride, let's go over the specs and the features. The S2 Pro has a range of up to 25 miles and a top speed of 19 miles per hour, powered by a 500 watt motor. It's a lightweight, sturdy aluminum design, weighing in at 36.3 pounds. It comes with dual disc brakes, which is nice to see on a scooter, and wider tires for improved stability. Regenerative braking is supported to help save the pads from wear and improve stopping power. Underneath the scooter is a dual rear shock that is fully adjustable. The S2 Pro also has LED headlight, taillight, and side lights, and it comes with 2 speed modes, City and Sport. Using the Hiboy app, you can control the lights and lock the scooter, as well as set the top speed and set cruise control. Alright, now let's go for a test ride on this thing. I've got a few different locations to go to take some photos of this thing, and while I'm at it, I'm going to show you guys the top speed in each mode, as well as show the performance of the disc brakes as well as the electronic brake. And at the end of the video, I'll go over how far we've traveled and how much battery percentage we're left with. All right, we're starting off in sport mode. Ooh. Whoa. This is like the second time I've ever ridden an electric scooter. So far, so good. Whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Oh my goodness. This thing is fucked. This thing's quick. Dang, dude. That electric brake is also really good. So, as you guys know, I've been skating for about 15 years now. So this comes pretty natural to me. And I actually started out on a scooter. So right now we are cruising at 19 miles an hour. And it's pretty bumpy on the sidewalk, I'm not gonna lie. Seems like this is more focused for smoother roads, but here you go. That's the electronic brake, which is actually super good. Okay, so to change the modes from city to sport and vice versa, you just double tap the power button and it goes from one or the other. On the right side, we got the throttle, and on the left side is the electronic brakes, and we got the hydraulic brake lever on the right side with a actually really good bell. It's the best bell I've ever seen. All right, so we are in city mode, which is the eco mode of the scooter, and we're going 13 miles an hour right now, and that's a pretty nice, comfortable pace. And we also have cruise control set, which is pretty simple and intuitive. You just hold down the throttle, and if you hold it down in a certain position or a certain speed for 5 seconds or longer, then it will lock itself into the speed. So we got 13 miles an hour in eco mode. Now let's go ahead and stop and see what our speed's like in sport mode. Dude, that electronic brake is really sensitive, and it stops pretty well, almost as good as the hydraulic brake. And I'm pretty sure the electronic brake kicks in when you pull the brake lever. All right, so right off the bat, I already wish that the throttle was on the left side and the regen was on the right, just so that braking is all on one side, so that I can be free with this hand and manipulate the brakes, I guess. I don't know. But so far, so good. I like the scooter. All right, now let's switch it into sport mode and see how fast we can go and get to this first location. All right, we are cruising at 18 miles an hour. And it seems like we get a little beep at the top speed in each mode to let you know that you've reached full throttle. And now I'm hands-free on the throttle, and it's locked into speed thanks to the cruise control, which is nice. Now I'm free to manipulate the brakes. Ooh, yeah, you can definitely carve on this thing. Woo. Don't worry, I am watching out for traffic. So far, what I can tell though is that it definitely shines on smooth road, and if you're on a rough sidewalk like I have here in my neighborhoods, then it's gonna be a somewhat of a bumpy ride. But luckily, you got that rear suspension, which does dampen some of the bumps. I can definitely feel it. This is a pretty comfortable commute, and it's not that squirrely. I'm just moving it around like pumping because I'm used to skating, so it's not squirrely at all. And this speed is very nice. But those brakes stop you with nothing. Let's do a quick brake test for you guys from top speed in sport mode. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the electronic brakes I like more than the hydraulic already. All right, we're gonna go top speed, and then we're gonna hit only the electronic brakes and see how the stopping power is compared to the lever brakes. All right, top speed, and I'm gonna hit the brakes now. Oh. All right, now let's see the full braking power with the hydraulic brakes. All right, cruising at 19 miles an hour, and I'm gonna hit the brakes right now. All right, so far we have used 1 bar of battery, it says. That last bar is going in and out, so let's get to this first location for the photos and see how much battery we got left. Yo. 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 This thing is pretty dang sweet, but it's not that fast, and it doesn't need to be. This is just a simple commuter scooter. Right now we're cruising at 17 miles an hour, and I'm chilling. So who is this for? This is for probably a college student riding around on campus, getting to and from class. This is probably for anybody with a really long driveway, or for for somebody who has to walk the last mile to work. I know I did. I had to park far away from my last job and take a walk over to my employment. So that's probably who this scooter is for. It's just a simple, easy commuter scooter. Off-roading on the Hiboy. I don't think it's meant for this, but it doesn't matter because these tires can't be popped. They're solid rubber, so I'm not worried about it at all. Ugh, super bumpy. All right, check it out. All right, we snapped a few pictures. Now we're on our way to our next location, which is a parking garage, which is where I'll show you the hill climbing ability of this scooter. They claim that it can climb 15 degrees, and a parking garage is a perfect place to go and test that. And before we go, we have officially burnt 1 bar of battery, and we've traveled about 3 miles so far. The scooter doesn't actually have a trip mileage counter, so I'm only estimating. But I know my town, so yeah, we've traveled about 3 miles. Let's go on to the next location. So huge shout out to Hiboy for sending out their S2 Pro to the channel for review. I'm loving it so far, and it's a huge asset to the arsenal that I got so far. Sur-Ron, electric bikes, electric skateboards, got a 1-wheel, and I'm hoping to just keep on building the fleet. All right, here it is, the parking garage. Can I make it up? Wow. Not a problem at all. All right, let's see. Throttle only. Nice. Got up that hill just fine with no problems. And as you guys know, parking garage inclines are pretty steep as they are. So now we're gonna go down the hill and we're gonna test out the electronic brakes and see the stopping power of them going downhill. Not bad. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay, so on the dashboard on the scooter, it only shows you the percentage of battery by bar, but in the app, it shows you exactly how much battery percentage you have left. So let's go ahead and connect to it and see what we got left. Looks like we have 48%, so now is a good time to head back to our starting location, which is my house, which is always a good rule of thumb for any electric vehicles. Anybody watching this knows that you should probably return home at about 50%. I traveled about 12.5 miles and I got home with 35% left on the battery. Overall, I really like the S2 Pro. It's quick, it's light, and it's easy to maneuver. It's not squirrely, the top speed is very comfortable and manageable. Both the regen brakes and the disc brakes are amazing. There's LEDs all around and the build quality is pretty good. You can get this as low as $400, and the links to find the S2 Pro are down in the description. If you like this video, please drop a like, it really helps the channel, and subscribe to see more videos just like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.